I'm going to show you my process of how you can turn any quote into a finished calligraphy composition. So if your lettering is good on practice sheets, but you're not sure how to turn it into a final piece, then this will help you. So first, I write my phrase in regular calligraphy on guide sheets. This gives me a baseline to compare to later and also helps me see how the words would naturally look before I start designing anything. Next, I create thumbnail sketches. I grab a blank sheet of paper, and at the top, I write the quote in my regular handwriting. The goal for this is not perfection, it's to get a lot of ideas down quickly. I underline each word so I can see the length and how it's compared to other words. Then I start sketching layouts using just those lines. So I'm experimenting with how many words go on each line, the overall spacing, the alignment, if it's centered or left aligned. Then I always try to push it a little further. You could do a diagonal layout or use a curved baseline or stack the words in different ways. This is where you can explore and you don't need to worry about wasting time or paper on a full quote because you're just doing these very small sketches. You can go back and lightly write in the words just to see it and remind yourself what the quote is. Okay, next I pick my favorite sketch and redraw it and refine it a little more, thinking about size, proportion, hierarchy. So the more important words can be bigger, the less important words can be smaller. Next, I refine the lettering style. So for example, the smaller words are going to be a simple capital print, and then the more important words are going to be a calligraphy script. This contrast makes things easier to read and also helps emphasize certain words in the quote. Then I refine it again. You can think about things like letter variations or flourishes or spacing tweaks. You can keep going with this for as long as you want, but I like to then choose the layout I like most and add something extra. So for this one, that's going to be a simple doodle that goes along with the quote, a flower or leaves, or it could be something like more flourishes or a more creative baseline, or just changing up the size and experimenting with a different style. I like this layout, so I'm going to keep going with this one, and next I'm going to test color. You can just use one single regular color for your quote, but sometimes adding some color can really take it to the next level. So taking a thumbnail sketch, just adding a little bit of color, because sometimes I think something's going to look good, but then when I actually do it, it looks not as good as I was hoping. So I like to experiment with color in the thumbnail phase so that I'm not wasting time or paper or ink using color that's not going to look good. Okay, so the color can emphasize certain words or create a certain mood or add contrast. I'm going to pick this one that I like best and then move on to the next step, which is drafting out your final piece. So here we're actually going to the full size. We're going away from the thumbnail, taking all of that exploration you did in the thumbnail phase, grabbing some actual guidelines and using some pencil. You might need a ruler and an eraser, but again, this is just your first draft of your final piece. We're not focusing on perfection, we're just translating that thumbnail sketch into a real size on some guidelines. Once I'm happy with the pencil sketch, I like to use a marker paper on top because you can see through it and trace. So this helps me clean up the spacing a little bit or recenter the design and refine everything. I can go over it with pencil again, and then I go over it with ink. And don't do what I did and erase your pencil lines too early because it can smudge. This did give me another chance to iterate again and try something else. So you can try different colors, you can try different layout tweaks or other new ideas. You can try an experiment and sometimes it doesn't turn out good. Like I did not like how this one turned out. So you can keep going with this for as long as you want. Part of it is the final piece that you're making, but it's also about the fun. Like I kind of got lost in this exercise. I could have kept doing this for a long time and made many more versions just to enjoy the process of calligraphy. If you are trying to make a final piece though, you will need at some point to just decide which draft you're going to go with. And sometimes the most fun part is comparing your final piece to your original piece. It's something where the end result looks completely different from your first draft, and all you did along the way was just small tweaks. So I didn't take my first draft and then magically come up with this final piece that has different size lettering and different styles and alignment and doodles and colors. I added each of those elements one at a time and was able to create something completely unique. So if you want help doing this step by step, we are running a composition quest inside Calligraphy Together, where each day you will receive one small, simple task for 7 days. Day 1 is choosing your quote. Days 2 and 3 are doing your thumbnail sketches. We'll give you lots of ideas of how you can change things up. Then we will refine your layout and finally create your final piece so that instead of overthinking it or becoming overwhelmed, you can take a phrase or a quote and actually make a final composition out of it. We are so excited to see what you create, and the first day starts on May 1st.